Let's start at the start. Hello, my name's Andy Watson and I'm trying to build a GT40. I've been saving parts for about 12 years now. People probably ask about how much it will cost. I'm probably in for about £50,000. God, I hope the missus doesn't see this video. I first saw the GT40 when I was about 4, and it was a Scalextric car I had. I was born in 1966, which is the same year that the GT40 won the Le Mans. I got a 1-2-3. I'm not going to go into the history of the car. You can either watch the film or read the 1,000,001 books, which I've already acquired for that. But my aim was to build a replica of a GT40 as near as possible to the original car. Now, there are a lot of kit cars out there. There's some very good kit cars out there which you can buy, which are a space frame. There's even a couple of what we call monocoque chassis, which I'll talk about later, which you can buy as well. I think there was about 180 odd original GT40s built in the 60s. If you want to buy one of those, then if you've got at least 1 or 2 million quid, and that's with no racing record, then go ahead, try and buy one. I'm a man of small means, and so I couldn't afford that, so I went another route, remortgaged my house, and got a chance to buy a chassis, which was one of 5, I believe, which was made by CCD in New Zealand. This particular chassis, which you can see right next to me here, was imported into the UK, and it was used by a company called Mirage Automotive to help build another 5 chassis in the UK to the original specifications. Unfortunately, the gentleman who brought those in died quite a few years ago, and he didn't manage to finish all the chassis. And it was a case of I had to go and get the chassis in whatever condition it was prior to any probate and stuff like that. Anyway, I got the chassis back here, had nowhere to store it, so I basically built this thing around the chassis. I am very short for space, as you'll no doubt see. There'll be a bit of a video tour in a minute, and you'll see a few parts here and there. And I've spent like I said, about 12 years collecting all the parts, and I'm about ready to start putting a few bits together. One of the main things I wanted to do was to start to tidy up the chassis. There's quite a bit of welding that needs to be done to it. I'm going to be doing MIG welding on the chassis as per the original. There's a lot of spot welding on there as well. I will be getting a spot welder to do some of that, and anything that I can't spot weld, because it does require some quite long spot welding arms, I'll be just sort of spot welding it by pool weld, or whatever you want to call it. So, where to start? At the beginning, I suppose.